Manic depression is where the person themselves are in a state where they're feeling powerless, and they want power so badly that they'll almost do anything for it. And what happens is there's these spirits who feel powerless and who are looking for power, and what they do is they connect with the person and give the person all of their energy that they can possibly give them. And what that does is it sets up the manic phase in the manic depression state. And the manic phase is where the person doesn't sleep or sleeps very little, and they've got so much energy and they'll go around for months, a month on end or 2 months, having sex with whoever they want, drinking whatever they want, doing all these other things, which are actually the things that these spirits in particular want to do. Now what happens is the body then, this body, the physical body, gets into such a depleted state that the spirits can no longer maintain the connection. When that happens, the connection between the spirits and the people on earth breaks, and that's when they have their big crash. And they may stay in that state for as long as the body takes to recover itself from being totally connected to spirits for such a long time. Once the body recovers, they go back into the high again, and off it goes again. Now all medication does again is just detune the connection, but it doesn't stop the spirits from hanging around. So every person I've ever talked to with manic depression, they've usually got 6 to 10 spirits hanging around them who do this as a group. And so one of those spirits might be a spirit who's like, feels that she's missed out on sex on earth, so she wants the body for sex, right? Another one might feel like she's missed out on drinking when she was on earth, so she wants the body for drinking. Another one might feel like she's missed out on playing as a child, so she wants the body for handstands. Right?
I've come across successful business people.
Totally, yeah. All sorts of people are manic depressive, and it's all because of the underlying emotion. But when they get into the manic phase, now the spirits are heavily guiding what's actually going on for the person. And while that continues, right, they may do lots of different things that they would not normally do. So I knew one fellow who, you know, when this childlike spirit was connected, he would walk around on his hands. He was 66 years old, and he'd walk around on his hands all day. Now, when that spirit could no longer connect to him, his whole upper body felt like exhausted. Well, of course, if you're walking around on your hands all day, you imagine the stress on your body if you're doing it all day. His whole upper body would just get so exhausted. I knew another manic depressed lady who would get into this high state and go into rages towards men. And that's because she had this rage towards men in herself. When the spirits were connected, many of them were female spirits who also had a huge rage towards men, and she would just go into this terrible rages towards men that would last like 24, 48 hours, and it would just keep happening for a month or 2 months before she was exhausted, and then it would all just bottom out on her. Yeah.